Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we've got two mods for you, Skyrim School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and the Elite Knight Armour set. First up, let's take a look at the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Any Harry Potter fans out there would have immediately recognised the name School of Witchcraft and Wizardry and realised that this mod will tie in with the Harry Potter series. The mod actually adds over 200 new spells to the game, with a huge school to go with them. Inside the school you'll be able to find all of your favourite professors from all of the books, Severus, Moody and more. The names will have changed slightly, but any Harry Potter fan will be able to tell who it is. The new spells all come from a previous mod called Magic Evolved, that added all of the spells but in a much less imaginative way. This mod definitely makes up for that. The school campus is huge, with a 4-dorm house where students live and sleep, a giant Quidditch field, a great main hall with dining tables and more, classrooms where spells can be purchased and professors can be found, and a massive 100 new NPCs that roam the campus. The new spells that have been added in a very clever and interesting way. All of the spells have been sorted into different archetypes. Over 15 new archetypes are available in total, from time to teleport to curses and terror. Whenever you want to get one of the new spells, you'll have to enter the classroom of one of the several professors, and find which one of them sells the type of spell you wish to buy. For example, any of the darker spells like the Phantom type or Acidic spells will be available through Professor Severus, and others like Oceanic and Terror types can be bought from Professor Moody.
And the spell types, although different, mostly include several standard spells that are more for their type. So for example, most of the archetypes have the spells Touch, Blast, Destroyer, Volley, Barrage and Telekinetic, which will behave in the same way but will be powered by different types of magic. The archetypes also come with their own unique spells, but they usually cost more than the standard ones. And to give you an idea, let's run through the different archetypes. Phoenix spells focus around dealing fire damage and also houses the ultimate spell called Blaze of Wrath. Glacial spells use the power of ice to either freeze your enemy or deal ice damage, or in some cases, both. The Static archetype uses shocking power to stun or damage your enemies. Gale uses power of the wind to send your enemies flying, which can also make for a nice unconventional game of Quidditch. The Terror archetype uses the power of the earth to send boulders flying at your enemy. The Phantom archetype uses harmful illusion magic to deal damage with dark energy. Holy magic focuses around both restorative and damaging magic, and also houses a very powerful spell called Divine Embrace, which gives you unlimited magic over a certain amount of time. The Acidic archetype can both kill your enemies instantly or slowly and painfully over time. Oceanic spells focus around the power of water to send your enemies flying with a powerful wave or by slowly drowning them. And the Blood archetype sends incredibly powerful blasts of dark magic towards your enemy. The next group of archetypes don't include the standard spells like Touch, Volley or Blast, but are equally as powerful. The Bomb archetype uses clay to build bombs under your enemy that will explode to deal high amounts of AoE damage. The Combat Art archetype takes spells from the Naruto anime and recreates them in Skyrim. The Curses and Charms type takes inspiration from spells in the Harry Potter books, including an instant death spell and a torture curse. The Teleport archetype allows you to manipulate time and space to teleport yourself or your enemies to different locations in the same zone. You can also teleport your character between cities during combat. Time-based spells allows you to manipulate the world around you by either slowing down, stopping or speeding up time, or even by sending yourself into the future. And the final archetype is Summoning, which as you can probably guess includes plenty of spells that allows you to summon a variety of different creatures, from dragons to warriors. There's also some spells not confined to an archetype, and those include spells that will buff your character and debuff your enemy. The 200 plus spells, which some of you might already have played around with, have been very well thought out, and there's definitely a wide variety of unique spells that the mod has to offer.
Another huge feature that this mod adds is the proclaimed most challenging area in Skyrim, the Forbidden Forest. Harry Potter fans will immediately recognise the forest, and it shares many similarities with the forest from the books. There are dozens and dozens of monsters that live in the forest, and they'll always attack on sight. All of the monsters in the forest will scale with your level, so no matter what level you are, you'll always be challenged when you're inside it. Perhaps the most challenging thing you'll find in the forest will be the 2 boss monsters that you'll find inside. And as the mod creator says, if you enter the forest, you'll most likely not come out. The reward for entering the forest is the promise of a unique and valuable treasure, but only go in if you're ready for the challenge. Future updates for this mod include the addition of voice acting, better AI for NPCs, higher level spells that you can unlock through quests and exams, and further spell balancing. The most exciting future updates are the new content updates, adding more dungeons from the Harry Potter universe, Azkaban Prison, the Chamber of Secrets, and more. We love the mod as it is, and think it's a unique and interesting way to integrate new spells into the game, and can't wait for future updates.
And for today's second mod, we have an armor, shield and weapon set from the Dark Soul game. The author decided to release it as soon as possible to let eager people waiting for the armor get their hands on it, but because of the early release date, the mod hasn't been fully finished. For example, as of right now, the armor hasn't been broken down into individual pieces, so the gloves, boots and armor are a single item, and the helmet, which comes in an open and closed form, is a separate item. Also, to get your hands on the armor, you'll need to use the console command player.add item, and currently the set is male only. But having said all that, the author plans to expand by making it more user friendly with a way to obtain the set, as well as making a female and beast friendly set. And once the Elite Knight set is complete, the author plans to expand by continuing on armor sets from the Dark Soul game. So if you're a fan of the game, or just a fan of well made detailed armor sets, then keep an eye on this mod, as well as the author's future releases. And that's the end of today's spotlight. Thanks to those that suggested today's mods, and as always, if you enjoyed them, remember to show the author some support by leaving a comment, endorsing or favouriting on Nexus or the workshop. And if you haven't already seen it, then you can check out our spotlight showing off 4 other new mods this week. And thanks for watching.